What's up, guys? It's your boy, Master Anime Reviews, Chainsawman. Right? Some guy in the comment section, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, you know what I mean? He told me that, this is the end of part one. Okay. It's the end of part one, and we have a new control devil. Okay. So it turns out that the entire time, right, the main reason why Makima, right, was the way she was because she was raised by the government. And it makes perfect sense. Right? They hinted at this from the beginning, right? Why so many people were trying to take her down. Right? You remember the guy with the swords, right? The sword devil, whatever his name, the blade devil. No, I think that's Quan Chi. Like, the sword devil, that guy was like he had a sword coming out of his head, and that little girl that he was with. Why was it that they were so afraid of Makima? Because she's invincible, right? And Denji ate her. He ate her. Just. And in the chapter, he's talking about, oh, she didn't revive after he shitted her out. Cannibalism. Ladies and gentlemen. Cannibalism, yo. And it seems that Denji, because remember where if Chainsaw Man, right, eats a devil, everyone forgets about its existence. Does that mean that Denji has to transform into that Chainsaw Man thing before that counts? Because if he eats someone as Denji, if he eats a devil as Denji, does that whole thing about them forgetting him, like basically nullifying their powers, count? Or is it just, well, it's not like it matters. And it's interesting, right? We find out that basically Makima doesn't actually see. She can't see. She can only smell. It's like the whole dog thing makes sense. Because that's basically how dogs work. Like they can see, but it's like they mainly use like their nose to like distinguish. You know, that's why like dogs are so good at like finding things like bombs and stuff. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. You know what I mean? Wow. Because it's like, what's next? What's next? What happened to Kobeni? Right? Is there gonna be like a final villain? Bro? When you think about just how OP, right, the Gun Devil and Makima were, who's next? Is Denji gonna fight the Darkness Devil? Didn't the Darkness Devil get absorbed? Right, because obviously dark is weak to light, right? Darkness is overpowered by light. So when Denji set himself ablaze, right, he beat the Darkness Devil, right, and the Doe Devil or whatever that thing, the Russian chick. That's crazy, you know. That's yo. Boy, I've been saying it though. I mean, the nigga Denji is a simp. He's a simp. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I don't know how long part two is gonna last. I don't even know what's gonna happen, and to be honest, I'm curious, man. Because basically we need to explore hell. That's another thing. We need to explore hell. Like they need to explain, right? The author, Fujimaki, needs to explain what happened there, right? Why were they all so afraid of Chainsaw Man? Because it's like when Makima explained that, like when Chainsaw Man went to hell, because he went inside, she sent him to hell, and he bodied everyone, and then he came out, and it's like, bro, there's some sort of history, right? This dude is flipping OP, and you don't even know how, right? You don't know how or why. Is there like a king of all of the devils? Is like Satan, there? You know what I mean? Like, cause the darkness devil, like yo, like it got to a point where Power was afraid of the dark, like bro. And then at the end, Makima, there's a new control devil, right? And like they're hugging at the end. Isn't this chick like, what the fuck, man? Isn't this kid like 14? Like you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to talk about the Japanese, but like in Japan, it's like some sus, like some mad sus stuff going on in Japan, man. I'm telling you. Like what the flip? Oh, and the plot is like, oh, the control devil just wanted a hug. And it's like, fuck out of here, man. The fuck out of here, man. I'd give this a 9. No, a 9, no, an 8. An 8. An 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. An 8. Right? I even reviewed the chapter. I just recapped it. But it doesn't really matter, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call this Chainsaw Man chapter 97 recap slash review because I kind of did evaluate it. You know what I'm saying? At the end, you know what I'm saying? Sayonara, man. Subscribe to the channel, Master Anime Reviews.